So here we go. Another important, this uh, contemporary of William Shakespeare, that is Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson is one of the towering figures of English Renaissance drama. So when you are asked about Renaissance drama, you have to include everyone, beginning with the university wits, Christopher Marlowe, John Lilly, George Pilley, Robert Greene, Thomas Nash, Thomas Kidd. Okay, everyone. Lily Pilly, Green Nash, Marlowe Kid, Christopher Marlowe being the greatest. Then you have to go to William Shakespeare and then include Ben Jonson as well. Okay, so he was an actor, poet, dramatist, critic, and mask writer whose influence shaped the course of English literature. Okay, so this is how you introduce him, the great Ben Jonson. So, there's a difference between Shakespeare and Ben Jonson. What is the difference? While Shakespeare explored romantic breadth and psychological inwardness, Jonson pursued a distinctly classical, satiric, and moral vision. This is the difference. One was romantic, one went for those romantic themes of historical drama. And also, Shakespeare, he has presented his characters uh, through great psychological inwardness or psychological depth. On the other hand, Johnson's writing is classical satiric. Satire means full of humor, right? Uh, he brings out the follies or absurdities of his characters through satire. Satire is a kind of laughing at some folly, okay, and moral visions. Okay, so he wanted to correct the humor with the purpose is called satire. What is satire? Satire is humor with purpose. Now, what is humor with purpose? The purpose is that you want to correct some folly, some vice, some bad quality in a person. How do you do it? You expose that folly so that it is corrected, right? It may be a vice, it may be a negative thing in the society, it may be a negative behavior in a person. So पर्पस इज नॉट ओनली टू रिडिक्यूल, सिर्फ मजाक उड़ाना नहीं है उस इंसान का, उस चीज का, उस सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन का, बल्कि इट हैज गॉट अ corrective purpose as well. What is the corrective purpose? The corrective purpose is to bring about a change. एक बदलाव लाना है. Okay, by way of ridiculing that thing through laughter. Okay, so that is Ben Jonson, and he has introduced a very important theory, which is known as the theory of humors. This is which is the basic basis of his, that satire, that comic foundation. Johnson's comic foundation is the theory of humors. What are humors? Humors. This is based on that ancient that system. It is in fact a medical uh, term. Our body has got some kind of fluids. You know that there are a lot of fluids in our body, like you have blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. Okay, which is produced by the liver, pancreas, and all. You have saliva in your mouth. uh, Similarly, you have blood. So there are different kinds of fluids in our body, and they were known as humors. Okay, and uh, today you might have seen there are people. You might have seen those who are sometimes they are very gloomy. You will find them always gloomy. Some of them are always sadistic. Some of them are too energetic. Some of them they will be peevish, चिड़चिड़े होंगे. आपने देखा होगा. You find different kind of people around you, even in your family. You will find people with different temperaments. कोई बहुत जल्दी गुस्सा हो जाता है, कोई हमेशा एनर्जेटिक रहता है, सुबह हो, शाम हो, दिन हो, रात हो. कोई जो है वो हमेशा ग्लूमी रहता है, चाहे सामने ढोल बज रहा है वो साम और उसका चेहरा ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे रो रहा है. Why is this? You must be wondering that why this happens. This happens because each one of us has a combination of these fluids. ये जो हमारे शरीर के अंदर liquids हैं, आपने सुना होगा, you might have heard of mood swings. mood swings in women. Okay, why this happens? Because there are certain changes in the fluid. Okay, how does it occur? And that results in the psychological behavior. Sorry, that results in some kind of physical behavior you find in front of your eyes. So sometimes the person will be gloomy. All of a sudden, he will start laughing. So this is because of these fluids. Okay, so a person uh, uh, who is healthy, he can be said to have a fine balance of all these fluids. So when you have a fine balance of all these fluids in your body, then you will be leading a balanced life. Okay, you will be a normal human being, right? There won't be any absurdity, there won't be any eccentricity in your behavior. But if due to some problem, due to some physical issue, because of some disease, because of some lifestyle, because of some foods you consume, so there will be a change in these four fluids, in these humors. And what any change which is beyond that particular limit will result in a change in your behavior. Okay, so that is why, when you in earlier times, when you went to a Vedraj, so what they used to do is they used to check your pulse, they used to check the flow of the blood, and they used to tell you that this is what happened, this is what you ate, or this is what the reason is behind your disease. So this is how, things are there in our body. So if there is an imbalance of any of these fluids in your body, that will result in an eccentric behavior. The person may behave in a odd or eccentric manner in a normal situation. So you don't find that person behaving normally, and that abnormality of behavior becomes a cause of laughter. अब सब आदमी, मान लो शादी हो रही है, बढ़िया ढोल ढमाका बज रहा है, सब नाच रहा है, गा रहा है, एक आदमी वहां चुपचाप बैठा हुआ उल्लू की तरह जो है वो इज नॉट रिस्पॉन्डिंग, राइट? तो क्या होता है, लोग उसका मजाक बनाते हैं, वो देखो भाई वो कैसे बैठा है, एकदम जैसे इसके कुछ भाग गया है या किसकी कुछ खो गया है, भाई। ये दिस इज व्हाट कॉमन थिंग विच यू सी। और दूसरी तरफ सब लोग दुखी हैं, परेशान हैं, और और तुम लोग, और एक आदमी वहां जाके ही करने लगता है, तो वो भी एक्सेंट्रिक बिहेवियर, दैट आल्सो बिकम्स अ कॉज ऑफ लाफ्टर। हेलो, हाँ जी, लिखने को, हाँ हाँ, आ जाओ, आ जाओ, आ जाओ। Okay, so this is you. I hope you understood what is the comedy of humors. How humors are formed in body. Humors are nothing but the fluids which are available in everyone's body. हमारे अंदर खून होता है, ब्लैक बाइल, येलो बाइल। आपने देखा होगा, when there is some imbalance in them, ब्लैक बाइल बढ़ गई तो आपके अंदर नेगेटिविटी बढ़ जाएगी, येलो बाइल बढ़ गई आपके अंदर पीविशनेस जैसा आएगा, चिड़चिड़ापन। ब्लैक बाइल के साथ ही दैट इज कनेक्टेड, एंड ब्लड। Okay, so right. Uh, so this is how you understood, I think, the theory of humors. What happens? We have some kind of fluids in our body. They should be in perfect balance. Perfect balance में वो जिसको दोष बोलते हैं, दोषास, वात दोष, कफ, पित्त। आपने सुना हो, you might have heard, वात बढ़ गया है, कफ बढ़ गया है, पित्त बढ़ गया है, ये सारी चीजें वही हैं। These Britishers, they are 5 minutes bas. These these Britishers, they have, they've traveled well and they took knowledge from every place of the world. Okay, ये सारी चीजें हमारे पास थी centuries back, right? So this is how, some kind of imbalance in these humors, in these fluids, जिसको आप वात दोष, कफ दोष, पित्त दोष, इस तरह से, okay, इसको जान, you know it. and that results in some kind of peculiar behavior, and a person starts behaving in a different manner as expected in a normal situation. तो ऐसा बंदा जिसके यहाँ जिसका imbalance हो of these particular fluids, तो वो क्या करता है, वो peculiar different way में behave करता है, और वो different behavior जो है वो that becomes a cause of laughter. So this is the theory of humors. I hope you got it. Okay. uh, so this, humor, when they are not in perfect balance, और इनको balance करने का तरीका क्या है, आपने इनको बैलेंस करने का तरीका ओनली इज टेकिंग प्रॉपर डाइट, टेकिंग प्रॉपर स्लीप, एंड ऑल्सो these yogic exercises and all. You must maintain your physical balance. If there is an imbalance, then you will have problems related to blood, related to phlegm, related to, जैसे phlegm आपका बढ़ जाता है जब आपका खांसी जुकाम हो जाता है आपका, ठीक है, अंदर छाती जाम हो जाती है, तो वो सारी चीजें, दे आर द थिंग्स. ओके, सो this kind of behavior, these humors, whenever they are not in perfect balance, तो उससे क्या होता है, आदमी अब ज्यादा ग्रीडी हो जाता है, देर इज ऑब्सेसिव हो जाता है, उसके अंदर ग्रीड बढ़ जाती है, राइट, प्राइड बढ़ जाता है, ईगो बढ़ जाती है, गुस्सा बढ़ जाता है. दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ दीज इम्बेलेंसेस. और समझ लो, मेरी बात कान खोल के सुन लो, तुम जितना मर्जी ज्ञान पढ़ लो, जितना मर्जी रट्टा मार के एग्जाम पास कर लो, इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड योर सेल्फ एंड योर बॉडी, you have not learnt anything at all. You should know what you are. You should know what makes you perfectly all right. Right? Don't depend on others. Those people think that you can be cured by medicine. Medicine can assist you. Medicine जो है आपको मदद कर सकती है, but the real cure has to come from inside. And you know your body better than a doctor. A doctor with whom you spend 10 to 15 minutes, you just you expect that the person should know you better than yourself. No, there is no one in this world who knows you better than you yourself, right? So you know what is wrong and where you are lacking, but we don't want to work on those areas, and we remain dependent. और जो इंसान जो दूसरे पे डिपेंडेंट होता है, वो कभी भी तरक्की नहीं कर पाता. So first thing is know yourself, know your body, know, because there is no one else, और कोई है ही नहीं इस दुनिया में who knows you better than yourself. Okay, so this is what I'd like to finish with, and we'll continue the Ben Jonson's theory of humors in the next class. Okay, I want 100% attendance. Okay,